Good evening. This is the Ohm Service. Good evening, and welcome. Welcome
what
and
the hell
hello.
is that?
What was
That
what?
was not your intro.
I'm in one of them moods, so you lot are going to have to cheer me up. I feel right. Fed
Hold
up.
on a sec, Mark.
What?
Steve, do
trying
the
to
truffle
cheer you
shuffle.
up.
Trying to cheer. I need cheering up.
Bless you, darling.
Good evening, everybody. Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Ohm Service with me, Marky Mark from SoulOhm Reviews. You've got Chris from Lethal Coils and Steve from BFG and Tales from the Ohm Service thing.
Hello.
Whatchamacallit. Good evening, chat. Hello, everybody. How you doing? Chrissy, baby, how you?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
You know, a little stressed, but better than I was yesterday. Some issues going on around the house with family and stuff. But
I think we're all having issues at the present moment. You're having family stress. Steve's having work stress. I'm having work stress and other stresses. And yeah, it's sort of like, so we're here together as a bunch of males getting on and having a good giggle. That's what we want. Chris, say hello to chat.
come together right now.
Jing, jing, jing.
I'm not doing that to either of you, so sure.
Goober
What's
in the
he
house.
doing?
Good evening to you. Orion's braces. Chris. Double Goober. Goober.
Double goober.
Goober.
Awesome, how you doing, mate?
TVP Mark.
We have royalty in.
We do.
Oh,
Yes.
Thank you very much, Chris
Enjoyed
Doyle.
your review.
Thank you very much, Chris Doyle. I like the new background, too. I think it looks pretty sharp.
Yes. Do you see Chris has got his new top side?
No, didn't see
Yeah, he's got a posh new top side.
that. Very
I
nice.
know. Very, very nice.
Good evening, Flashy.
Best t-shirt ever, Chris, says TVP. I know, huh? I love it. I'm so grateful that you made this into a shirt for me.
Evening, Marty. How you doing, mate? Mr. Harris, good evening. Mr. Summerfield, good evening.
Mr.
Dear
Summerfield.
Lord.
Rachel, unformed
What's-
Ruby.
Oh, evening, Rachel. How you doing?
Evening, Rachel. Hey up, Rachel. You alright there, love? Hey, you alright?
Hey, oh.
You alright?
Oh,
Are you making some more of that apple pie? 'Cause it were in our boot the other day. Oh, it were beaut.
Oh, I do hope so.
apple cinnamon.
Good evening, Bill. Hello.
Yes, Bill got a Tales from the Ohm t-shirt and it looks well cool.
Oh, excellent stuff. Cheers, Bill. Appreciate it, mate. Bonded
You're
with
a
Jarvis
rock
could
star,
get dodgy.
bro. You're in now. You're in the crew now.
Dear Lord, this chat's gone mad. Mine's jumping everywhere.
It is.
Oh, dear
This rate, we'll have to
Lord.
put it on slow play.
There's the first.
Yeah, I know.
Evening, Orions. Keep them all in order, sir. How you doing, Al?
Hey up, Russ. Hey up, Gav. How you doing? Hey, is it me, or has today been most weirdest day weather-wise?
Oh,
This morning, it were absolutely slinging it down. I mean, absolutely slinging it down like it has been doing all week. And then it was like someone had just turned the thermometer up, and it was 22 outside.
Aye. Bad day to leave your snapping car, I'm telling you. So if I go pink or purple or any strange colour, it's that pork pie.
Don't want to be a bore, but I'm going to
Yeah.
be a boy. A little bit of a safety tip for everybody. We're going to have a hot weekend this weekend. Do not leave your mod with batteries in your car. Batteries
Yep.
just do not like it when it gets really mega hot. So don't leave your mod in the car. And in fact, to be honest with you, if you can don't leave your juice in as well, because VG goes very, very runny in hot weather.
Yeah.
I've already had a tank dump on me this evening, bless it. So, evening, Tetley. How are you doing, sir?
Tiberius.
Graham Spears, Tiberius Jacks. What's going on, guys?
So, BFG.
Indeed.
It's been a week, and it hasn't enough been a week. What are you vaping on? And what are you having a drink of?
Right. Nothing too exciting this evening. We've got the Flash.
Oh.
Indeed. And on top, my latest acquisition, the Zeus X water tank.
What colour have you got? What colour you got?
I have a very cheeky red.
Oh, that's nice. I ain't seen the red version.
Cheeky.
Yeah, a cheeky red. Yes, it's a little slutty. It's very nice.
What type of drip tip did it come with?
Oh, it came with the normal one, but
Normal
I don't
black
like
one?
that.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't stand
dirty
that.
Mine.
Yes, it's coming to you, dear boy. I just can't be doing with that low profile drip. I like a nice big chunky one. I mean, Christ, size of my gob, it's got to be, you know. So, I can honestly say, probably one of the best tanks I own. It's an absolute corker. It was a doddle to wick as well. I was expecting all these nightmares reading some of the forum posts, but just damn methoded it. Bump. No problem at all. On top of the re-wrapped drag, I have the Fugly.
The Fugly.
The Fugly.
Fugly.
Yes. And inside that is the Jersey Cream, which I'm still having a love-hate relationship with. But we'll get there.
Yeah.
Then, speaking of saucy red ones, we've got a very dirty battle axe, and I do apologise. I'm ashamed. I shall give it a good rub this weekend. And on top of that, we've got the Drop Dead. Did your eyebrows just go up there, Mr.
No, not at all. Not at all. I was busy doing the little flash thing for the likey bits.
And inside that, I've got... Oh, no, I haven't got that. Yeah, we've got the Cinnamon Blaze, which is... I really have developed quite a taste for that. And I'm still surprised because I never expected to actually enjoy as many of the flavours out of this range as I have with the IVG. But and that's me done. So, while he's looking the other way... Oh, you were listening, darling.
Of course I was listening. I hear you.
So, entice us with your delights, young man.
We don't want to go there.
Oh, we do.
We want all the dirty little secrets.
Yes,
man.
please.
So, this afternoon, my preferred vapes are the Luxottic NC with the Equitas on top there.
Is that a little matchy drip tip as well?
Oh yeah, it comes with the kit.
Very nice.
Absolutely. Love it. Stainless bar, so you can put a stainless atomizer on top, and that drip tip just matches perfectly. It's a great little setup.
Now, when that first came out, there was a bit of an issue with the resin underneath the bar being loose.
Yeah, it's a little squishy. It's a little squidgy.
Right.
Not too bad though. Not bad. It's not like you can peel it apart, anything like that. It's solid, but
that's much better than some of the reviewer ones. Oh.
Yeah. If you tap it, you can hear. What the hell is that?
What's he doing?
I don't know what he's doing.
I think he's feeling left out.
We'll get there. We'll get there. We've in that I'm actually running some Sad Boy strawberry jam cookie. We've also got a newer, the new combo that I just set up today. We got the Pandora with the 24 millimeter Kennedy on top.
Ooh.
Are you gonna focus? No.
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 No, of course not. Anyways, we got the 24 millimeter Kennedy on top there. In that, I'm actually running some peanut butter banana from Yogi. And we've got
Boo Boo.
another one that I haven't been using much lately that I wanted to dig back out. We've got the H Cigar Wild Wolf 235 with the FP RTA on top there. Really nice RTA. It really is. And I swear to God, I'm not. That's a good RTA. I like it. In that, I'm actually running some lemon granola bar from Yogi.
Hey, boo boo.
I swear to God, I'm going to end up doing the review on those in a bear costume holding a picnic basket. I think it would go viral. We've also got the topside dual with the Drop Dead RDA on top. And finally, my lovely, lovely blacked out setup, the Rage with the blacked out recurve. Love that. And why is there gooey stuff on the bottom of my mod? Don't know. I love my mods, I guess. Anyways, in that, I'm actually running some more Yogi, some vanilla tobacco, which I'm really, really liking. And that's what I've got going as far as what I'm drinking on. I've got some Builder's Tea from Manchester, England. And that's it. Mr. SoulOhm, it's your turn now. You won't be left out.
Oh, bless me. Little me. Right, what am I vaping on? I have got my now complete setup now. I've got me Drop Dead with the Hex Ohm, but I have got my Big's Tips drip tip and my Big's Tips beauty ring to match my orange button. Yeah, so I've got the full setup now, which I absolutely love to pieces. I just love. I haven't put it down. I just can't put this thing down.
I'm so jelly. Those Hexohms, man, they are fantastic mods. I've used one a couple of times, but I've never owned one, and I really, really need to get one.
It's like I was saying the other week. I kind of. I haven't fallen out of love of mechs, but I've got to the point where I've got enough mechs. Do you know what I mean? And it's I just fancy a change. And yeah, I'm into these at the present moment. Really heavily into these. I wouldn't mind actually getting the version 1, 2, and obviously having a 3 as well. So yeah. Also, sorry,
I was just going to say, it really has made a difference getting that matching drip and the beauty ring on.
Yeah. Well, the problem with this one, I don't know, Mark TVP will be able to answer this, and Chris Doyle will be able to answer this one. On my version of the V3, the 510 is probably half a mil raised. I wouldn't say much more than half a mil. Very, very tiny, slightly raised. And unfortunately, my OCD, I can see that gap. I can't help it. It's just one of them things. So I thought, how am I going to solve this one? Anyway, I was looking for a orange drip tip to go with me orange button. Went to one of the best places I know for drip tips, and that's Big Tips. And I noticed went straight onto his website, and I noticed that he was having beauty rings for your 22s going up to your 24s. And I thought, I wonder, because it's really designed for, like your squonkers and things like that, your squonk box mods. That's what they're really designed for. And I thought, I wonder. So I took the risk, and yeah, I've got no gap at the bottom anymore. So, well, chuffed. In that, I have got my homebrew lemon. What else have I got? I've got the Emperor tank, SoulOhm tank, on top of the, what's it called now? I forgot, is it SX? No, MX? No,
VK.
No, VX530.
VX.
530 on that setup, because I'm not a big fan of SoulOhm tanks. I've got to admit, I'm not a big fan. Well, stock coil SoulOhm tanks, I'm not a big fan. But this one, I absolutely think it's gorgeous. The airflow on this is... When you get a normal SoulOhm tank, it's quite loud, it's quite turbulent. This isn't. This is so smooth. It's just really, honestly, it's a gorgeous draw on it.
Yeah, the VK530 be sticking.
And that
with
is...
the Yeezy in it.
Yee-hee. is absolutely gorgeous. Thoroughly enjoying that. In that, I've got the Zap Juice Super Aka with the 300 milligrams of caffeine in it.
Is that the SI?
Kakai, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I really what I should have done, I should have put this bottle with this mod, because then they'd have gone matchy with the bottle. Yeah, I should have done that.
I don't think that's an ugly mod. I like that. I like that a lot.
Obviously, on that's the Jab 4 from Immortal Mods and Armageddon MG. Is it MKG or MG? You know, Armageddon, them. And in that, I have got my GPN Grape and Candy Chew from Vape Airways, which is about halfway. It's supposed to be Japan. Here you go. There you go. Ooh. In that one. I'm also on my Coolfire Ultra with the Slide. Love this one. I just seems to have it everywhere with me. So really enjoying that one. One for testing, for coming for a review for next week, is the E-Leaf iTap.
Ooh.
I do like this one. Nice little draw on it. Now, I normally find that pod systems are too airy. This one isn't. You can really dial it in really nicely. So, yeah, I've got on the stainless steel coil at the present moment. Now, this mod does temperature control. It's automatic, but it's temperature control. Yeah. And pod system, but you can change coils. Which, yeah, thoroughly enjoying that. And in that, I've got Pulp Salt Mango Ice, which is rather nice, actually. And that's it. That's all I'm vaping on today. That's it. Oh, Coke-wise, I'm drinking Coke.
You tell them. Yes. Yeah. I mean, those pod systems, I'm beginning to wonder whether we're going to start seeing fewer and fewer sort of sub-ohm box kits and the standard stuff, you know, the smock style, and just see more investment in those dialing pods.
Yeah,
probably.
I've got a feeling as well. I could be wrong. Don't get me wrong. I could be wrong, but I've got a feeling this form factor is going to be basically the new sub-ohm tank as well, and I think that's how they're going to start producing sub-ohms. Basically like this, so you can replace the coil exactly the same, but it's going to be more like these.
Makes you wonder what's going to be left in the builder market.
Well, let's face it. I mean, the builder market is seriously dying out, isn't it? Let's be right. Pre-made coils, they're a big thing now.
Hobbyists are a dying breed. There's no question about that. The hobbyist side is dying.
No, I'm fine, thank you. I'm not
We're
ill.
fine. Yeah, absolutely. But I do think that a large population of vapors, especially newer vapors that are just getting into it, I think a larger population are using pod systems and sub-ohm tanks right now anyways. Especially pod systems.
Ooh, Timmy. I like Timmy. Started building his own tobacco tin box mod.
Awesome.
First try. Just a tin with holes in so far. No worries, Timmy. Awesome.
You want to take some tips from somebody? Look up Michelle Duldime.
Oh, she's ace.
Oh.
Those are ace mods, aren't they? The Altoids tins.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are they? And if you can find the story about the stripper as well, that's worth a listen.
Yeah, that's definitely worth a listen. That one. Yeah.
Is that why? Well,
I think the reason why when I started vaping, there was more hobbyists because the gear wasn't already out there. If you wanted an RDA that was airy, you had to drill the holes. You had to make
somebody with a drill press.
Yeah. If you wanted a fancy coil, you had to make it. You could not buy it. I mean, this was before sub-ohm tanks. I mean, there weren't sub-ohm tanks or anything like that. So it was so like, now there's a plethora on the market. You can buy pre-made coils. You can buy everything like that. I think that's why the DIY is not as die-hard as it used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. But I mean, my argument is you're never going to get any good unless you practice.
That's but right. Thing is though, you don't need to be any good anymore, do you?
I'd rather
It's
be
already-
able to do it myself.
Yeah, but that's why you have fast food. That's why you have takeaways. Why?
So other
That's
people
what-
can do it for you.
Yeah. Why? What? People are lazy.
Yeah.
We are inherently lazy.
Yep, that's just the nature of humanity.
Yeah.
Yes, but that's why we have fat kids. Yeah.
Grumpy Old Vapor says he's got a .mod.aio on the way. It can take a Nautilus coil. How do they stand up flavor longevity-wise to other coils in the market these days? No experience with stock coils. Well, I can say from personal experience using the Nautilus coil, I don't know how it stands up to other coils, but it's definitely a good coil. I use the Nautilus coils in my Hellbeast tanks. I love it.
Well, put it this way: a lot of the Nautilus coils are used in the billet box.
Yeah. I mean, I don't matter long, but a gentleman I work with, who hopefully is watching this evening, good evening, sir. You know who you are, darling. He matalungs on a Nautilus 2 all the time. And he's tried other tanks, but the Nautilus, the coils have given him no grief whatsoever.
I
He's
think
had a few dodgy batches.
my dad's been on the Nautilus since the Nautilus Mini came out, and he's never changed.
So it can't be that bad then.
He's never changed. Now, how long the Nautilus Mini came out? How long ago's that?
Don't know.
4 years ago?
Longer than I've been vaping.
Must be something like that. And my dad is still on
Was
the
that
same.
the one that used the silica wicks?
No,
Oh,
no, that was cotton. The original
I don't remember which
Nautilus.
one that was.
Yes, the old. In fact, I've got an original Nautilus. I ended up. I was really posh. I ended up getting the one with the steel frame that went round the tank.
Ooh, hey.
Ooh, hey.
that makes sense as the .aio is a billet ripoff, he says.
That's a very jaded view, young man. Not saying you're wrong at all, but very jaded.
Bill, actually, he's got a good point. Pre-made coils or stock coils, they're not far behind what we make ourselves. There's a reason for that. Some of these more intricate and complex builds that you can get coils pre-made in a shop for, say like, for example, Coil Master or Demon Killer coils. These are mass-produced, but what this company does is they will outsource to coil builders like myself, like M-Turk, like Twisted Messes, and they will outsource to them, have them build coils for the company and put their own name on these coils. So that's a big thing that happens within,
Well, that happens.
pre-made coils.
That happens with the whole industry, from mods
Oh,
to juices, isn't it? It's white label.
Yeah, it's a white label.
I mean, it's like a lot of, especially China, they do so like blank mods. You know, like your pen style mods, and you can have your name on it. So for
Did you
argument's
see
sake,
his name?
what?
Best name I've seen so far. I'm not saying the rest
Egg
of
Benedict. Egg Benedict, good name, bro.
What's that?
Egg Benedict has a great name. I won't say
believe-
the second part of it.
I believe he's the gentleman that plays Sherlock Holmes. That's awesome.
Like that? Yes, I do like that.
Yeah, Nautilus Mini looks to be about 3 years.
Yeah, about 3-4 years it must be. And Bill Richards, have you noticed something with your name?
He's got a spanner.
So I'd just like to welcome
posh
Bill Richards
bastard.
to the Spanners Club.
There
You
are,
posh
Bill.
bastard. I don't have a spanner. No, I'm just
You
lying.
can tighten my nuts anytime, Bill.
Oh, God. The squirrel. No, I'm kidding.
I say.
I say, don't behave.
2050? I stand corrected, Andy.
Yeah, I thought it was about that. Yeah, that's how long my dad's been vaping in Nautilus.
Andy, did that many exclamation marks? There may be issues there, mate.
Oh, dear gosh.
Bless him.
So there's two topics that I think we ought to talk about, really, or get it out in the open anyway. One is let's not go to San Francisco,
Oh, yes.
and then obviously a little bit more about the 25 challenge or challenge 25. I think we got that. We was talking about both of them prior to us going live, and that was getting quite interesting. That. So, which do you want to start with first?
I'm easy, darling.
Well, since we've got an American in the house. Oh, do you know?
No. That was an American, not an English. That's not the UK. No. Okay, let's do it that way.
The way around.
Peace, man. Well, it's because like when I sign out, I'm always like, peace.
Yeah, keep on telling
Yeah,
me
peace and fuck you.
Language, Timothy.
Sorry.
So,
Oh,
before
Billy.
being our official from over this pond there, sir, have you got anything to report about San Francisco? Is there anything happening in San Francisco that we should all know about?
Oh yeah, vaping is dead, completely 100% dead in San Francisco. They have outright banned all sales, retail and online. There will be nothing. Once this legislator signs this bill, it will go into effect 7 months after that date, which is when all shops will have to pull product off their shelves and shut up shop. So yeah, that's where we're at right now.
Does that mean that Juul won't be able to produce Juul pods anymore? Because aren't they from aren't they from San Francisco?
Yep, they started in San Francisco. I don't know how many other offices and facilities that they have. I know they're worldwide now.
So to put this into perspective, how many shops are in San Francisco?
You know,
Approximately.
Aiden asked me the same question last night. I'm not sure, but I'm going to guess around 100. I'm going to guess. That's a rough estimate. I don't know. There could be a lot less. There could be a lot more. I'm not positive. I've never been to San Francisco, so I can't. You know, I've even Googled it, and I don't come up with a number. But
it is so sad.
Yeah.
It really is so sad. Have they got a time limit to sell all the stock and things like that?
Yeah, once the bill is signed, they have 7 months.
They've got 7 months.
Yep, 7 months from the date the bill is signed by this legislator. And within that 7 months, I guess, from what me and Aiden were talking about last night, there's a possibility that lobbyists might start popping up and start challenging this bill. I don't know what good that's going to do, if any at all. But as far as I know, once this bill gets signed, it's done.
So you won't be able to buy cigarettes either then, surely?
Oh, no, they will. They're keeping cigarettes and marijuana legal.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Yep. They're keeping every other tobacco product, they're keeping legal.
You can get stoned, you can give yourself cancer, but you can't vape.
Yep. You can destroy your liver with alcohol.
Yeah.
You can take all these opioids, but you can't vape.
If this, I've got to say it, if this is not going to be a wake-up call to the United States people that vape, I don't know what will. If this doesn't make you lot call to action and vote with your feet type of thing, I don't know what will.
That's a very good question, Russ Morgan. Why are they clamping down in San Francisco? I'm going to assume it's because that's where the headquarters of Juul is located. Now, the other question, Tiberius Jacks, how many people has San Fran made unemployed with this? None yet. None yet. But that is going to happen. Every single shop that's in San Francisco will get shut down. That is across the board, cut and dry. This bill states that.
I know, Andy.
Yeah, Mark, you have to remember that tobacco products in the U.S. are protected, so they cannot be banned. They can't be.
Well, there's a very interesting editorial.
Is there?
Is there? Really? There we go.
Oh, you're
Did I
back.
cut off?
You just
No.
froze.
Sorry, darlings.
YouTube doesn't want you saying that.
No, it's Google. They're trying to get me. An editorial published in the LA Times on the day of the final vote said the possible consequences of a ban on just this one tobacco product are concerning. In addition to be easy to evade, plenty of e-cigarettes will still be available at retailers a short drive down the peninsula, and prohibition will create an opportunity for black marketeers inside the city's borders. In a perverse twist, this might actually make it easier for teens to buy vaping equipment. Please, lay off the teens. Here's an even worse scenario. If adults who vape can't get their hands on replacement nicotine cartridges, they may take up traditional cigarettes to get their fix. Frisco has often been a pioneer in smart progressive public policy, as when they booked federal law and began issuing marriage licenses to same-sex couples in 2004, but in recent years it's imposed a flurry of more intrusive restraints, such as forbidding high-tech delivery service and trying to ban company cafeterias. Strange. The proposed ban on e-cigarette sales is an overreach in the name of the public good. I think that's the first one I've ever seen that's actually said that.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I really, really, genuinely, hand on heart, don't know what to say, because surely human rights,
Only
surely.
Europe. That's only in Europe, isn't it?
Yep. And another part of that is that look at California and the history of trend setting. California has typically set the bar, set the standard for all other states to follow suit. And I think this is going to spread. We're going to see this spread like wildfire, I think. This is not good at all.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, it's definitely going to go underground, surely.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, black market, 100%.
You'll be buying e-juice called moonshine.
Yeah, you're going to see dark-skinned men in dark alleys going, well, not even dark-skinned men, any men, in dark alleys with big, long trench coats going, you need these? I got what you need, man.
And there'll be cars with Confederate flags that are painted orange.
Hold on. I've been doing that with the coat for years. It's got nothing to do with vape bans.
Could you imagine if you got the same penalty for selling black market vaporizer products as if you were like some drug dealer selling cocaine? If you were to get the same sentences for the
So, out of curiosity, I don't know how far you've gone into the actual banning and everything. What about public, private, if you're caught with vape products?
That's what I was questioning last night myself. If you're walking down the street and you're vaping on your vaporizer with the sales ban, as far as I know, this is just a sales ban, 100% across the board. But as far as I know, it's just a sales ban. So if you're walking down the street with a product that you previously purchased before this went into effect, is it illegal? Can you get pulled over? Can you get stopped and arrested for owning, illegal paraphernalia?
So, for argument's sake, I came over with my vape gear for a holiday and walking around the wonderful sights of San Francisco, which I would absolutely love to do, especially Haight-Ashbury and all that lot. I'd love to go and see that, or Golden Gate Bridge and that lot. So I'm sat there with the wife, chilling out, having a vape, looking at the Golden Gate Bridge. Am I going to get arrested?
I don't know, because, when you look at what they're actually saying, it is just a sales ban.
Yep.
However, it does say delivery companies bringing in vape gear will be banned from entering the city limits. Does that mean they're going to have police actually sat there randomly stopping delivery vans? Surely that is a massive waste of resources.
So what would stop anybody just driving over the borders?
They can X-ray packages through customs. you know, I mean, it wouldn't be hard.
I think I would look lovely with flowers in my hair.
Uh, Actually, Vaping Irish has a good point, and he did say this last week. Banning vaping is like banning methadone and expecting heroin addicts not to go back to the needle. That's exactly the same thing as smokers going from vapors going from vaping back to smoking cigarettes. And I think that's exactly what we're going to see. We're going to see a lot of people go back to smoking cigarettes. We're not going to see everyone quit vaping, but I think we are going to see a lot of people go back to the cigarettes.
It's kind of like I said right at the beginning. Unfortunately, human beings are lazy.
Yeah.
And we are inherently lazy. We were terrible for it. So instead of sort of like making your own DIY juices and all that lot and doing it yourself, no, they'll just go back to cigarettes.
Yeah, but that's what they want. You get a bigger share of the cash, the more sales you make. That's what it's coming down to. Doesn't matter how they try and dress it up.
So what was that comment? Tiberius Jacks. No. Russ Morgan. Did the government have a beef with Juilliard? I'm assuming you mean the institution, and I have no idea. I don't think they do. I think they have an issue with anything that threatens their revenue. I think they have an issue with anything that's going to result in them losing money. That's what their main concern is.
Thanks, Terry.
He did say it was Juul. Thanks for that, Terry. Juul are actually leading the fight against a vape ban. One, because they're in a city-owned building, so they're actually being evicted. What they've said is they're not going to leave San Francisco, they're just going to find alternative premises. But according to Juul spokesman Ted Kwong, great name, Kwong. The full prohibition will drive former adults.
There he goes again.
He's off.
What a face. I should screenshot this.
Dude,
Done.
Sorry.
Oh, just after I screenshotted it. I got you already. I got you.
Full prohibition will drive former adult smokers who successfully switched to vapor products back to deadly cigarettes, deny the opportunity to switch for current adult smokers, and create a thriving black market, new teeth. We've already taken the most aggressive actions in the industry to keep our products out of hands of these underage, and are taking steps to do more. I think that leads us into the other topic as well, doesn't it?
It really does, yeah. It does lead us into that other topic of Challenge 25. I'm going to take this out to chat because I'd like chat to actually get involved. Challenge 25, me personally, I don't think it's a bad idea. And I think anything that can help us obviously get away from this teen vapey rubbish and everything like that, I think Challenge 25 is not a bad idea. I mean, obviously I don't want it law, but I think if everyone agrees that it's it is a good thing. What does chat think about this Challenge 25? What do you think, guys?
I mean, obviously, this is it. Yes, this is in relation to what happened in Chris's shop. And the methods and the actions by Juul in that case, bang out of order.
Yeah, totally out of order.
Bang out of order. But is this sort of age check something that we should be applauding? The hell?
What?
I don't know, something just went bing.
Pass?
Can't be my phone because I've got it on silent. Never mind. Right. So, I mean, Bill's just said Challenge 25 isn't a bad idea, but it's a voluntary thing set up for the licensed trade. It is, Bill. But I think the thing we're looking at is some sort of voluntary code of practice. Most vape shops are reputable. They will not sell to the under 18s. Obviously, A, because it's illegal, but B, because we are a self-policing industry in most cases. Juul have tried to bring in this sort of legal aspect, which is completely false. But at the end of the day, it is illegal for under 18s to buy vape kit. there's still a large amount of grey areas within the tobacco legislation. One interesting one that I spotted was 16 and 17-year-olds. While it's illegal for them to buy cigarettes, if they actually have cigarettes in their possession, that's not illegal. And that's a hangover from the days where you had to be 16 to smoke.
Yeah.
So there's still lots of holes in UK legislation when it comes to tobacco.
I still think, me personally, I think it's a good idea. Obviously, the law is the law. It's 18, and I'm quite happy it's 18. To be honest with you, I wouldn't want it to be any older. But doing the tricks that Juul was trying to do with people like Empire Vape Co., I think is totally out of order. It's bang out of order.
Yeah, I think that, like not TVP, I'm sorry, as Village Vapor says, as a store policy, Challenge 25 is a good idea. As a law, no, and Juul should F off trying to enforce it. Absolutely, I agree, because 100%. Juul is a company that makes the product. They should not be entering stores, like that at all. There should be somebody else doing that. I don't think it's Juul's job to go in and make sure that people are selling to people of age.
But it's like what I turned around to you two and said prior to us going live. Right, 2 examples. I'll give it out here. You've got Chris Doyle and you've got Vic Mullen. And they both come into the shop. Which one are you going to card? And all of us came out with the same person. We card Chris Doyle because he looks younger than 25, whereas Vic Mullen looks older than 25. So they've got to be careful where the people are coming, are doing, these secret shoppers. If they're going to if they're looking like they're over 25, of course they're not going to get carded. The secret shop has to look younger. do you know what I mean?
Sorry, Vaping's just put Irish has just put Victor if he's wearing a snapback. Mind saying that if Vic shaved, if Vic got rid of the beard, ooh.
Yeah.
You see, from what I was understanding, that the person that went into Chris's shop, Chris Empire Vape Co. shop, looked over 25.
Initially, yeah. The first one they sent in did look way over 25, according to Chris.
So like the test was null and void because of the person actually being the secret shopper.
Yep.
It's a null and void.
And the kid was of age, and they were of age. They were of legal age. It was an 18 or a 19-year-old. They were of legal age.
When trading standards do it, they use people underage.
And here's the other thing.
Which is how it should be done.
How are you going to tell me how I see how someone looks? How are you going to tell me that I don't see them looking at least 25?
Exactly.
How are you going to tell me that? Because it's not your eyes, it's not your opinion. It's my opinion. It's my thought.
Yeah, exactly.
So
this is where it kind of falls down, the whole idea. So because of what you've said, you've turned around. I'm trying to be a little bit of a devil's advocate. Could we maybe card everybody? Would that be an easier thing?
Yeah.
So as soon as you walk into a vape shop, or as soon as you walk into an off license and you want to buy anything that's age restricted, you must have identity.
Yep.
In the long term, it would probably work. In the short term, you're looking at a lot of arguments.
But it's the only have we been cornered that much now that is really the only solution to the problem? That if you want to buy adult products that are age restricted, you must show ID.
Yep.
It would solve every argument, wouldn't it? I mean, let's face it, like what Chris has said, what he might see a person and think, yeah, they're 25. We might think, yeah, they're not 25.
Right.
The thing is that we're getting into the realms of policemen, aren't we? Yeah. As you get older, the police start looking younger. Yeah. So if you've got somebody who's running a shop, they're 25, 26, they're probably going to have a much better gauge visually than we are.
See, it's sort of like, because you've always got to remember that we are always backed into a corner. As a vaping industry, we are backed into a corner because it's sort of like, got to think of the children. That's their final get out clause. Got to think of the children. Like in America, look what's happened. Got to think of the children. It's more about the children than anything else. So it's sort of like, because obviously you've got a epidemic going off, the only way that you can control it is actually controlling it right. If you do not give me identification that you are who you are and the age you are, you're not getting it.
Yeah.
It's the only way to stop it. It's not a case of being right or wrong. It's so like you've been totally shoved back into a corner that is the only the final line that you can draw.
See, sorry, Chris, but in the States, ID is a much more accepted thing. Yeah. In the UK, if you get asked to provide identification, we don't have the ID card.
Hey, we nearly did. Can you remember? Wasn't that back in 90s, wasn't it? Was it 90s? They were on about that we was all going to have an ID card.
Yeah. But, I mean, Bill's just said one way of forcing age verification is use of credit or debit cards. Credit card, yes, that's only over 18s. Debit card, my son's had one of those since he was 15.
Yeah.
And Bronco, how rude. That's just rude.
I was just going to touch on Darren Robertson's comment there. The underage would just get someone overage to buy it for them, like most youngsters do with booze every weekend. And I'm not trying to go back to that hobo conversation at all. I'm really not.
I am.
But, he's made a good point. It's going to happen. The black market, and if sales were still available in San Francisco, just like everywhere else, that would happen.
Evening, Dave.
I disagree with the way they went about this. I think that this is a horrible, horrible step in a bad direction for vaping.
I mean, totally. I mean, but so like, how can you fight against it if you're trying to prove that children aren't gaining access to vape products? How are you going to stop it?
Right.
I honestly...
You see, when you go for the health side of it, we've got scientists that are backing up the data that we're actually providing with the healthy. It's 95% safer. We've got someone in our corner backing us. When you've got parents and you've got government saying that, oh, it's because of the children. We're doing this because we want to protect our children. You can't fight that. You cannot fight it because it pulls at the heartstrings of every human being to protect your child, so that people that don't even vape, don't smoke, are upstanding community, as soon as they hear it's harmful to the children, they're on their side automatically.
My personal thinking on that, and I am a father of two, yeah? These idiots that are launching lawsuits against various pod companies because their team got hooked on nicotine and they didn't, and it didn't say on the pod. Shouldn't be the company providing that's manufactured the vape gear. It should be the parent.
Oh yeah,
the parent
totally.
Should be getting hauled up and saying, why didn't you do something about it? This is your child. This child is not the responsibility of the government. It's not the responsibility of a manufacturer. It's your child.
Right.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, let's face it. Let's be right. I mean, we're all of an age. All of us in here, and I think most of the people that are in chat are of that age. When you started smoking, if your dad caught you, what would happen?
Clip round.
Whoop my ass.
Exactly. But nowadays,
whooped my ass when he found out I was
can't be
smoking.
done. It can't be done. So I think that, if a child is caught with a vape pen at school or something like that, the parents should get fined.
Yeah. Absolutely. Think of the children who have lost parents due to smoking-related health problems. Absolutely. And on that point, I've gotten some rather disappointing news of over the past week myself, talking with my mother, found out that my aunt had been diagnosed with lung cancer from smoking. And she actually had a procedure done. They removed partial lung, and she's doing better now. She's quit smoking, and my uncle has gone to vaping. So I'm very happy about that, but it's sad. It's sad to see the health problems that can occur from this, and people want to support smoking. You know, it's
Thomas Leach, that's an awesome comment. My old man made me eat a Yorkshire pud with baccy in.
oh,
So if we can't beat them out of it, we'll poison them. No, I think, honestly, I am getting so sick, not only in the USA, but in the UK, people start saying, what are the government going to do about it? No, forget it. When it comes to your family, your flesh and blood, if you're man enough to produce these kids, yeah, you should be man enough to support them and ensure that they are going down the road of life with as many tools in their pocket as they can carry. Yeah?
When it comes to kids, you are their life teacher. I mean,
Yeah.
you're their parents. It's your job to teach them right from wrong. It's your job to teach them safe and unsafe. Responsibility and irresponsibility. It's our job to teach our kids these things. And people neglect that so much. And like you said, especially here in America, we're fucking lazy. You know, and we can't be bothered to take the time to really sit down with our kids. And it's sad. It's absolutely the worst thing in the world. You need to be there for your kids. Otherwise, this is what happens.
You know, one of the things I think has really affected this as well, I mean, Mark could probably back me up on this. When we were kids, yeah, any adult in that street could clip you around here if you started playing.
Oh, yeah.
And your old man would thank him for it, yeah? These days, it's, you know,
I mean,
there's just not that sort of communal thing.
If someone turned around to us, I mean, I live in a mining village, well, was a mining village, and everybody knew everybody. And it was a case of, if you'd caught women nicking apples or whatever like that, it was sort of like, I know your father, and you would be bricking yourself. You would. Because you know that he'd belt you, and then you'd get home and your dad would belt you. So yeah, it was so like, but now it's, oh no, everything's all nicey. God,
It's gone too far, hasn't it?
do you know something? I know it's scary, isn't it? This is really scary. Have we got to that age? Can you remember when you was a kid, your parents say, "Oh, you don't know how lucky you've got it." Have we got to that age now? It's like kids nowadays, they don't know how lucky they've got it.
I don't think they have got it lucky. I think they're in a far worse position than we ever were.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not even allowed to spank our kids anymore.
You've got the PC idiots saying that everybody has to have a prize just for turning up. Life doesn't work like that. You know, so we're building as a society, and this is multi-country. Forget during the War of Orions.
Andy Harris, we used to have a local booby that gave us a clip round ear hole.
You lucky boy.
One of those. Oh, yes, please. But the PC thing's gone mad. Yeah. Everybody has to have a prize. There's no such thing as competition anymore because it's not healthy. No, sorry, it is healthy.
Yeah.
It's how Darwinism works. It's how we've evolved as a species. Yeah. Do you honestly think millions of years ago there was a load of chimpanzees all sat there with a little medal saying you're special? No. The one that didn't reach the fruit died.
Yeah.
Simple. Yeah.
I mean,
unbelievable.
So it's yeah. Me personally, I think if a child is caught in school with any product that shouldn't be that they shouldn't have hold of it, the parents should be responsible.
Apart from, if you remember when we were kids, the centre page out of the porn mag, because that was always freely available in the woods.
Oh, the pinup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. Was it just the 70s where there was some pervert throwing random pages out of men's magazines into the undergrowth? It never seems to happen anymore. Mind the internet, that's probably killed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's probably some really sad bloke in a long coat with cardboard gaiters on, looking really depressed.
Yeah, exactly, Gailey. Do as I say, not as I do.
No, I'm first one to say to my kids, I have made so many mistakes, and I don't want to see you make the same ones.
I mean, let's face it. We've turned around countless times. I mean, as long as I've been doing live shows, we've turned around and said it. The percentage of these kids that are actually trying vaping, are they the exact same kids that would have been round the bike shed having a Marlboro?
I'm glad you said Marlboro. Yes, they probably are.
Or a super, in our country, Super King or whatever it is, or Benson and Hedges. Do you know what I mean? It's human nature to taste
Rebel?
well, I wouldn't say rebel. It to taste the forbidden fruit, should we say? Is that best way of doing it? We've all done it. I mean, we wouldn't be sat here, all of us, everyone in chat, us three guys here, we wouldn't be talking about what we're talking about now if we hadn't gone round the back of the bike shed and had a crafty fag.
Yeah.
Let's be right about it. We've all done it. We've all been kids. So, how many's in chat now? About 20 odd people?
Right now.
I mean, you work out that percentage. If you started doing a actual percentage, you know how they do these government percentages. Every single one of us was an underage smoker. I bet you any money on it.
Right.
Yep, I was.
You know, it's sort of like, come on, let's be realistic about it. 51 people. So 51 people, and I bet every single one of you had a cigarette before legal age. But saying that, I was legal when I had a cigarette because it wasn't 16.
I was at 16 too.
Now, see, I started 13, so I must
Yeah,
admit,
12.
I was on far more manly fags in the consulate, though.
The worst part was, it wasn't even, my parents didn't smoke. My parents never smoked. Well, at least they stopped well before I was born. But mine was peer pressure from kids at school. Mine was just from, that was my first open door to smoking cigarettes, and for me, I wanted to be like everybody else, so I wanted to fall in with the cool kids, and so I started smoking too.
Evening, Vic.
Evening, Vic.
I do like that, but vape, Steve, you were only 8 years. You're only 12, 8 years ago, you young whippersnapper. I apologise now for the shaving comment, Vic, all right? He's royalty, yes.
2-minute warning there, Mark.
Hey, Vic, it's going to get warmer, kidder. It's going to get warmer. By all accounts, this weekend's going to be red hot. And it's going to cool down.
Yeah, but have you seen the weather over Scotland?
Rain?
There's a big old band of blue going right across.
Bless him.
2-minute warning there, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I apologise to chat tonight because obviously you just sort of growled a bit about the parenting thing, but I honestly do feel that that's the case.
Let's face it, it is totally the case. It is totally the responsibility of the parents. It is not the responsibility of a governing body or the government or a healthcare operative. It is the responsibility of the parents. And that's where the book lies there.
Yeah.
The whole thing about 18 is you are legally responsible for your actions at that point.
Yes.
Up to then, whoever brought you onto the planet, step up.
They're in charge.
Yeah.
And it's this, what the government's going to do. Well, how's the government going to sort it out? Well, no. And because we've become a society that's, what's the government going to do? This is how we've ended up being where we are.
Yeah.
In a mess.
Total mess. So, right, we've ranted and rambled and Chris, my wonderful friend from across the pond.
Yes, my dear.
Wonderful friend. So, what have you got planned for next week? What's coming up on the channel?
Well, the very first thing I've got to get done is the BTFC.
Ooh.
That's the very first one that I've got to get done next. After that, I've got the, there it is, the Kennedy. No, not Kennedy, I'm sorry. The Rig Mod Legacy.
Ooh.
There we go.
Nice.
Very nice and shiny. I polished that up the other day, but that one's got to get done, and the Kennedy 25 on top there. Those both need to get done. The BTFC, and then I've still got. I did the vanilla tobacco one, but I've still got the rest of the Yogi line that I've got to get out as well.
Mm.
But so far, I'm really digging them. Really digging them.
So, Grumpy's comment, Vic knew God when he wore shorts. I know, because I knew his dad. But Vic's just raised a good one there about buying singles for 10p.
Yeah.
I remember doing that.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
Used to get a single fag in a match.
Yep. It used to cost us 25 cents.
I remember down local shop here, there used to be vending machines on the outside of the shop.
Oh, yeah. Same at Retford up by the train station. There was a wood
Yeah,
barn,
yeah, there was, yeah.
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 Sorry, Chris. I
yeah,
didn't mean to interrupt.
other than those interviews, no, those reviews. Other than those, I've got the show on Wednesday, and then this show again on next Thursday, and then on Sunday next week I have the Good Ohm Boys live show again.
Excellent. What time's that on?
That is, I believe, 4:30 p.m. your time to about 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's about an hour and a half long.
Cool. What are you doing? Anything on Twitch?
No, we do that on YouTube on our own
No.
channel now.
I said, are you doing anything on Twitch?
Oh, yeah. That's kind of random. I do that in the mornings, but yeah, I do Twitch game streams first thing in the morning while I'm waking up with my tea and enjoying some chat. So if you're not following me on Instagram, if you're not following me on Twitch, if you're not following me on YouTube, please go over there and throw me some likes.
And you're also now on VapeTube as well, aren't you?
Yes, I'm uploading all of my stuff over to VapeTube. With everything that's been going on with YouTube and all, I don't want to put a stop to my stuff, so I'm going to swap everything over there. I'm still going to do things here on YouTube, but...
Come on, Chris, I'll give you a big push here. It's a big plug for Chris's Lethal Coils.
Yeah, go see me on VapeTube and Instagram as well. There you go. I've pretty much plugged everything that I have.
BFG?
Right, well, it's actually going to be a quiet weekend. Unfortunately, there won't be a Tales from the Home this week. Commitments, family things, they take precedence. So it's the first time we've missed one in a while.
10 weeks.
No, it's the Home shows as well. The Home service, etc. So.
Etc.
Hey, shush. So I apologise for that, but it will be normal from next Sunday. We'll be back up. And of course, Home service on the Thursday. Fabulous.
Oh, definitely.
I'll be tweaking the website a bit this weekend. So, SoulOhm reviews. If you haven't checked out the website, please go across. All we're going to do, I'll just do a quick expo. We're taking the Juice Review playlist and we'll be replacing it with Tales of the Home, so it'll just be easier to find the show and catch up on past episodes.
You're lovely.
Lovely.
Coming up next week, I've got the Coolfire Ultra to come up with, and I've got the E-Leaf iTap, and then obviously it'll Thursday live show. So that's my next week all planned. I've been tweaking bits and pieces on the actual YouTube channel, just been organising playlists and things like that, so that's been sorted. Also been going through me Teespring as well, so if you haven't got a SoulOhm or Tales from the Ohm t-shirt, you can actually go and get a t-shirt, or you can get a... that's another thing that I'm sorting out at the moment. I'm sorting out some hats and some beanies as well. So that should be actually on the Teespring in the coming weeks. I'm just sorting out the logo and the pricing and all that stuff. So they should be on there as well. You also can buy other bits and pieces like mugs and things like that as well. And yeah, that's about it. That's about what I've done. Right. Guys, thank you very, very much for a very, very interesting and very entertaining actual show. I think even though it was only two little topics, I think there were two big topics, and yeah, thank you very much. Guys in chat, thank you very much. Spanners, you have been awesome as always, and please everyone say hello to our new spanner, which is Bill Richards. Big guy for you, kiddo. So I'm going to pass it over to BFG and let him give his signs out.
Thank you. Well, huge thank you to chat. Bill, handsome devil in that t-shirt. Handsome. So handsome. Thanks to Vic, everybody else that's joined us from the UKVS. Always lovely to see you here. I apologise if I ranted a bit tonight, but this is one that, you know, hits me at where I live.
Any cockles in my heart.
Yeah, right there. Yes, it's always fantastic to see you. Love you all muchly. To borrow a line from Jules. I hope she's feeling better, bless her.
Yeah.
She's been having a rough old week, and Stevie as well, you know. So
yeah, big love to
big
Jules.
love to both of them. So, Chris, take it away, son. Give us the line.
Thank you very much, Steve. Thank you guys both so much for another awesome show this week. It's been great being here with you and sharing some really, gay. So yeah, thanks again to everybody in chat. Thanks to all the Spanners for doing such a great job. It's a pleasure to see you all. And yeah, remember guys, we're the masters of our own destinies. We're the only ones in this world that can pick and choose how positive or negative our days will ever be. So keep that positivity high, keep the smile on your face, and let that negative just brush off your shoulders. Love you all. See you next time.
Bye.
Free Spanner with every t-shirt.
You want to see what you get for a hat?
Oh, behave.
Not a chance, darling.
Why make you Randy, baby?